Alright, so welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial, you will learn about the sales process flow, and also we'll look at the case study which you will use in the coming videos, right? So let's first understand the standard sales process in Dynamics 365. The first thing is lead, right? That's the number one step, where in case if you meet somebody or if you get some information that people are looking for your product or services, then you need to create them as leads. Right? So first step is lead. After that, you need to convert them into an opportunity, right? So for example, a lot of leads you will receive, right? And it's not mandatory that all the leads that comes will do business with you, right? So you need to qualify the leads which are interested. So in this case, you are going to convert a lead into an opportunity through the qualification process. And that is called lead qualification. So whenever you qualify a lead to become an opportunity, to make an opportunity, two things happens. Number one, it is going to create an account, and also it is going to create a contact. So when you create a lead, which we'll see in the next video, you have option to enter the company name or the company details, right? So those details system will take automatically and will create an account, right? If the account already exists, then you need to define that it's an existing account. But for the new accounts, it will automatically create an account in Dynamics 365 when you qualify a lead. Also, the contact person details, the individual person whom you are interacting with, then when you qualify the particular lead, it will automatically create that person as a contact in Dynamics 365 and associate that particular contact with the account, right? So you will see that process. It's a lead qualification process where you don't have to manually create account or contact. It will be done automatically, right? So that is the lead to opportunity. Once you have the opportunity, it means the person is interested. The next step would be to send them a sales quotation. And we discussed this in the previous videos that in the sales quote, you define that what is the product or service you are selling, right? You're offering to them, and also what is the quantity, the payment terms, the price, everything you are going to define in the sales quote. And once the sales quote is sent to them, they will come back, right? They may ask for some negotiation, and after that, they will send the sales order once they are confident, right? So in this case, you are going to have the sales order. Now that sales order is in your terms, but in customer terms, it's called purchase order, right? So they will send you their purchase order, which becomes your sales order, and you can convert the quotation into order directly, right? So all the details that you have in the sales quotation will be copied to sales order. And finally, once you have delivered your product or service, and when the milestone is there for payment, you send them the invoice, and against the invoice, they will make the payment. Okay, so that's the standard sales process. I hope you find it easy because it's not complicated, but when you go for the implementation, the customer may adopt this process, or they may have some additional steps which we'll cover in the business process flow in the coming videos, right? So we'll see how can you add additional steps in the sales process and how can you make it work, right? So that's the standard sales process. So now let's understand this with a case study. So the first step is lead. So in this case, we are taking an example of XYZ LLC, right? They inquire about 365 training, which is like Dynamics 365 training. So they just inquired it, right? So that becomes your lead. And then the details are sent to XYZ LLC on different training options, right? What are the training options available? Based on that, you qualify that because the prospect has shown the interest in your training services. So it's a qualified lead. And as soon as you qualify, it is going to create XYZ LLC as an account in Dynamics 365, and the contact person that you have entered in the lead as the contact in Dynamics 365. Right, so that becomes automatically. Then after that, XYZ LLC chose online trainings. So the OCT demo company offered them the on-premise training, the online live training, online recording training, right? So different options have been given. So based on that, XYZ LLC, the customer has chosen the online training, and quote is sent with all the details. After that, the customer says that this is fine, they are agreed with this particular quotation, so they send you the purchase order that becomes your sales order for training, right? And finally, after the training delivery, then invoice is sent to XYZ LLC from ODC to bill customer, right? So what they are going to do, they are going to receive that invoice and they are going to make payment against that invoice to ODC, right? So that's the case study that we'll be going through. I'll show you that how can you create those things in Dynamics 365 in the coming video. But this video, I just wanted you to understand that how the process works and what is the case study. So that's it for this video, and I will see you in the next video tutorial.